Folks, welcome back. I have your latest home prices and insights for York Region for week ending February 23rd, 2022. If you've been watching my other videos this week, you know that I've been talking about a shift that we're seeing in the market. It's not a huge shift, but we're seeing some signs out there that things maybe are changing a little bit. Well, let me tell you a wild story. I've been working with a buyer client for a little while now, and we've put in offers on properties where we're competing on offer night and things haven't worked out. Well, during this past week, we saw a property that they really liked, and we decided we're going to go the bully offer route. It was well within their budget, and our bully offer was going to be very strong. It was higher than any other property is sold on the street. It was a really good purchase price for that house. We put in the bully offer. It was just a few nights before offer night, and I received not a phone call. Phone call would have been nice, but I received a text message back from the listing agent, a text message that said, "Thank you for your offer. My clients, the sellers, feel they could do better on offer night." I thought, wow, what a slap in the face. A phone call would have been nice. Talk to me, make me feel a little bit better about that. But basically, I received a text message saying, thanks, but no thanks. Okay, so fast forward another couple days to last night. Last night was offer night on that property. Now, we weren't competing. We actually started negotiating on another property. But I received a call late last night from that listing agent to send me the text. Now it's a phone call that I received asking me if my clients are still interested in the property. Wow, what a turn of events. Turns out they didn't receive any offers, which I know is crazy at this time, but we're seeing this more and more. But it turns out they didn't receive any offers, and all of a sudden our offer now looks appealing. Well, we've already started negotiating on another property, and it turns out it's looking like it's going to be a better deal. So my clients basically passed on that, and we're continuing with our potential other purchase. But that agent and those sellers, so the moral of the story is, before you start the process of putting your home on the market, the sellers and the listing agent really need to have a good handle on expectations. Now, it's great to surpass your expectations, surpass your goals, say on offer night. Fantastic. But if you don't have a legitimate, realistic expectation, how do you know if you're going to receive a good offer or not? They passed up on our offer, and now it's going to cost them. And we gave them a good offer, but they, had their sights set on something else. Mistakes happen that way, and it's going to cost this. In this case, it's going to cost the seller. It's going to cost the listing agent, maybe their reputation with those clients. It's a mistake. So know when you're seeing a good offer, and be prepared to take it. Otherwise, it could cost you. If you feel this information can help anybody else please pass this video along. Let's get into the numbers. If you want to reach us to talk anything at all about real estate, maybe your real estate situation, it's really simple. In the description below this video, there's a link to my calendar. Click on that, book a time that's convenient for you. This way I'll know ahead of time, and I'll make sure my schedule is so organized so I'm able to talk to you about whatever's on your mind. Let's get into the numbers. We're going to start off with Vaughan. Now these numbers here are just for detached properties only. I have the whole year broken down by week. We sold 57 detached properties last week for week ending February 23rd. It's up slightly from the previous weekend. Over the last few weeks, it's been going up just a few extra houses week after week. Well, we sold 57, but we sold 33 of those at $2 million or more. That's like 58%. I can't help but laugh. It's just, I'm laughing out of absurdity how crazy these numbers are. 58% of all properties sold, of all detached properties sold in Vaughan, sold at $2 million or more. What do you think that does to the average sold price? Well, it's a new record. The average sold price is $2,328,000. Crazy number. $2,328,000 is the average sold price. It's a new world record for Vaughan. I know lots of people talking about, oh, there's going to be a crash, and you hear that word coming out like people are trying to attract headlines or something. Well, what's a crash? Is 30%. A 30% drop, is that considered a crash? Well, 30% would be a lot. That would be $600,000-$700,000 on 2.3 million. That would take us back to February and March numbers of last year. So we'd lose a year of gains. Is that a big crash? Because if we go back to January, February, March numbers, well, those numbers are 20 and 30% higher than the previous year's numbers. So what do we need for a crash? Do we need a 60% drop? I don't think we're going to see that. I think we're lucky if we're going to see any kind of drop. It could be a small 5-10%, maybe. And that even then would be like, wow. I don't see it. The demand is so strong. 2,328,000 is 38% higher than the previous years. The median price is 44% higher than what it was a year ago. 2,188,000 is the median price. The lowest sold detached property in Vaughan last week was 1.3 million. That's what's going on in Vaughan. Of the 57 that did sell, 81% sold at list price or more. Listings, we listed 109, up from last week. Exactly the same that we listed a year ago. And months of inventory is staying at 0.5 months of inventory. Very competitive, very expensive to buy in Vaughan. Let's look at Richmond Hill. We sold 35 detached properties. 13 were at $2 million or more. Average sold price has come down a bit, still over $2 million to $2,071,000. $2,071,000 is 20% higher than what it was a year ago, and the median price is 13% higher than what it was a year ago. Of the 35 that sold, 86% sold at list price or more. Last year it was 78%. Like, we were doing well last year at this time. It's not like we were doing bad. The fact that we're so much higher and so much better than what we were doing last year, man, it's incredible to see. We listed 100 detached properties in Richmond Hill, more than last week and up from the previous year. Months of inventory is staying steady at 1.2 months of inventory, with 9 being the average days on market. Markham, we sold 50 detached properties in Markham. 21 were at $2 million or more. Average sold price just over $2 million at $2,005,000. $2,005,000 is 23% higher than last year's price, and the median price is 21% higher than last year's median price. Of the 50 that sold, 94% sold at list price or more. Now, we were doing good last year at 72% selling at list price or more. This year, for the same period, we're at 94%. 96 were listed, similar to Vaughan and Richmond Hill. The listings are up from last week and up from last year. And months of inventory came down a little bit. We're sitting at now 0.6. That's the detached market for Vaughan, Richmond Hill, and Markham. Let's look at condos for all of York region. Condos are doing great. We sold 85 condos last week. 5 of those were at $1 million or more. Average sold price is still just above $800,000 at $802,000 for the average condo in York region. $802,000 is 33% higher than last year's average sold price. the median price is 35% higher than last year's median price. So average sold price 33, median price 35. Condos are doing fantastic. Of the 85 that sold, 86% sold at list price or more. Listings are up from last year but down from last week. And months of inventory is down slightly. It's down by 0.1. It's now sitting at 0.3 months of inventory. Here's the summary for York Region. Vaughan and Richmond Hill stayed the same for months of inventory. Markham and condos are down slightly. Very competitive out there. We are seeing shifts, and you can't necessarily always tell what those shifts are from looking at these numbers, but we're seeing shifts in the field. We're seeing situations happen that make us go, things starting to change a little bit. Well, we're going to keep you up to date. Hope you have an awesome day. Thanks for watching.